Hi, and welcome to our goal setting series. This is the first video in the series, and I'm excited to have you join me today. I'm Whitney English, the founder of the Heart Goals Method. I've had products featured in Target and Anthropology, press in numerous magazines, and stuff featured on Good Morning America and the Today Show twice. It's been a good run, but now I'm focusing my attention on helping people chase beauty and balance into their lives through goal setting. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. This is the first video in a three-part series, and I want to give you a brief overview of the series. In the first video, I'm going to talk to you about why our goals fail. Eek! The truth is, how we set our goals has a dramatic impact on our ability to achieve them. In the second video, I'm going to give you the nuts and bolts of the Heart Goals Method, and I'm going to tell you the number one thing that you must do if you're going to achieve your goals. And in the third video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you how this system has helped me and others bring balance and fulfillment and meaning to our lives. Okay, so let's get started in this first video. Now, I know we have all set goals that have not happened. Can I get an amen? We've all been discouraged, exhausted, burnt out, and felt like giving up in relation to our goal setting. I know we all want to live a meaningful life. We want to have good relationships. We want the freedom to chase our dreams. And I know we want a better life. We're ready for change, less stress, and more hope for the future. I think that's everybody. Today, we're going to talk about 10 reasons why traditional goal setting doesn't work, aka SMART goals, you don't need them. And I'm going to give you seven reasons your goals fail. For a brief overview on SMART goals. Have you ever heard of that? It's an acronym. George Duran is the guy who developed it. And it debuted in a 1981 business management journal and magazine. It was never intended to be a personal goal setting method. That article explained how SMART goals could be used by managers to improve employee performance and engagement. That's not what we're going for in our personal lives, right? And America latched onto that and has sort of bastardized the whole SMART goals thing. Believe it or not, now SMART goals can actually be smarter because somebody added an E and an R to it. I don't think they're smart at all. I think they're dumb and you don't need them. In fact, I was actually using a version of SMART goals, and there are a lot of versions, when I stepped back and realized I had a big problem with my goals. They were lopsided, completely out of balance, singularly focused on one area of my life, my career. I didn't have any goals for my family, my personal growth, my physical well-being, and I wasn't even achieving the business goals that I had set. Okay, here's something I want you to learn in this video. This is an important point. When we don't achieve a goal, we aren't failures. It's our goal-setting system that has failed us. Now, when we don't have a goal-setting method in place, here's what happens. We get overly ambitious. We set too many goals, and when we set too many goals, we burn ourselves out too quickly. We complicate what needs to be streamlined, and we end up chasing every single idea, every single dream, every single possibility, and we lose our focus, and therefore our purpose, and then our motivation, and then life is completely offline and out of balance. The most important thing I want you to remember here from this first video is this. Our goals don't fail because we're failures. They fail because we've used the wrong method to set them. It's not because we're not working hard enough. It's because we've been using a faulty system. Now, I want to talk to you about the 10 reasons why SMART goals don't work. Number 1, if you know what the acronym is, you know that first letter is specific. Our goals don't need to be specific. Actually, only short-term goals can be in the specific because frankly, we don't know what life is going to throw at us in the next 3 months, 10 months, or 10 years. It's impossible to set specific long-term and mid-range goals. Number 2, SMART goals says that your goals have to be measurable, but this is a surefire method for setting yourself up for failure. In fact, even in the original SMART goals article, the author says that not all goals will be measurable. Number 3, assignable. The SMART goals method said that a goal had to be assigned to the person in charge of it. Again, these are our individual goals, so we don't need to assign them to anybody. We need to take personal responsibility for them, which is what you're going to do in the Heart Goals workbook and the Heart Goals using the Heart Goals method. Number 4, in the SMART acronym, we're told that goals need to be realistic. This is sort of a what. What does the goal actually need to be? And if you're an employee in a company and the manager wants to help set you up for success, sure, your goals need to be realistic. But we're individuals here, and I believe that you can do anything that you set your mind to. You have so much untapped potential. We all do. And setting realistic goals is not going to help you reach that potential. Number 5, the SMART Goals goal setting method says that goals have to be time related. This is sort of a win in relation to goals. Now, this also sets you up for failure, much like trying to make goals measurable, because sometimes deadlines just sail by, but that doesn't mean we're failures. We need to set ourselves up for a mindset of success and realize that all progress counts as a win. Now, there are 5 more reasons why SMART Goals doesn't work, and I'm going to run through those as well right now. Number 6 is that, and I touched on this, is SMART Goals were created for corporations and businesses looking for a way to improve employee performance. It was never intended for individual and personal goal setting. Number 7, it doesn't help you envision success. What does the desired outcome look like? Where are you going? Where do you want to go? And what's the outcome that you desire? Number 8, and I'm going to talk about this in the workbook if you decide to buy the Heart Goals course. But SMART Goals doesn't help you envision obstacles. How you set your goals matters, and you have to account for obstacles if you're going to create a solid plan that's going to help you achieve your goals. Number 9, the big one. SMART Goals doesn't help you balance your goals because it doesn't account for life segments. Heart Goals has 5 specific individual life segments, and you need only 5 goals, 1 in each of those segments. And I'm going to talk about that in the next video. And the last reason why our goals fail and why SMART Goals don't work is SMART Goals doesn't help us assign a meaning. It doesn't give us a purpose or an internal motivation behind why we need to achieve that goal. Okay, next up, I'm going to give you 7 reasons why your goals fail. And the number 1 is so important, and you're going to hear me say it so many times in this video series, but it's mindset. You simply don't believe it's possible. As humans, we are all too prone to focus on the probability of things happening instead of the possibility of things happening. I want you to open your mind to think about all the good that could come from you setting your goals this year. And it could be massive and amazing. Okay, the second reason our goals fail is that we're hanging on to the past. There is a worksheet in the Heart Goals workbook about this if you decide to purchase the course and join us, which I hope you do. The third reason our goals fail is because we're not honest with ourselves. This is super hard, you guys, but we have to be really clear-headed and self-aware about where we are if we're going to get to our goals, because we're going to have to change some stuff about who we are and where we are. And guess what? Setting our goals the right way can actually help us do that. The fourth reason our goals fail is because we haven't clarified our vision or figured out what we really want out of life. You have to know what you want if you're going to try to figure out the way to chart a course to get there. The fifth reason our goals fail is because we don't manage our priorities. We put work stuff first, and we need to be putting more important things first. The way you set your goals and the way you schedule your priorities matters. The sixth reason our goals fail is that we're using the wrong type of motivation. We allow ourselves to be motivated by comparison, or what experts call external motivation, instead of internal motivation. Instead of focusing on how we can become better or how we can serve those around us and the people that are important to us, we focus on what people think or what people think that we should do or how we should act, and we forget to use internal motivation, and we try to motivate ourselves with external motivation, and it just doesn't work. And the seventh and last reason our goals fail is sad but simple, and it's that we simply fail to take action. We have all these lofty ideas and we write stuff down, but we don't take a step forward to making it happen. I want you to be able to take all of these reasons your goals fail and throw them in the trash can. Heart Goals was created and designed to be a method of goal setting that will allow you to do that. The process inherently takes each one of those points of failure and chunks it so that you don't have to worry about setting your goals the wrong way. Now, I want to recap what we just covered. We talked about why SMART goals doesn't work, and we talked about how it was never intended to be a personal goal setting process. I gave you 10 reasons why SMART goals don't work and why traditional goal setting doesn't work. And then I gave you those 7 reasons our goals fail. Now, in the next video, and that video is going to be coming soon in a couple of days, I would love to have you join me because it's going to cure your hesitation about goal setting forever. I'm going to give you the number 1 thing you must do if you want to achieve your goals. I'm going to walk you through 7 ways we can declutter our minds, clear and make way for more important things. And then I'm going to let you in on the Heart Goals method and how I use that acronym to set my goals. I'm going to introduce you to the concept of life segments that encourage balanced living. And I'm going to tell you why Heart Goals is based on your needs as a human and your hopes and your dreams, and why it is a solid method of goal setting for you to implement in your lives. Now, if you have found this useful, I would love it if you would share it with friends. Forward it, text it to somebody, and also if you have questions, I'd love for you to reach out. We have a private Facebook group that you're welcome to join us in, and the link to that is going to be nearby this video if you're watching this online, and I'd love to have you join us in there. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.